that for?
This is going horribly.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the first episode of If It Ain't White, It Ain't Right with the Whites. It's our family podcast. Our last name is White, so it's a play on words. We don't mean racially, and it's a bit narcissistic. Sounds a bit arrogant, but we're not arrogant, I promise. You'll see once you watch the episode and episodes to come. So stay tuned, subscribe, turn the notification bells on, and without further ado, let's get into the episode.
I want a donkey.
What we doing? The story?
We're doing the story 2 words.
Oh. 2 words.
No, we're doing a story, not just.
2 words. 2 words.
When I
was 17,
I read
a large
Bible.
a large Bible and
remembered I.
was it supposed
Why you look so stuck?
To read.
She looked like to read. What? Remembered I was supposed to read many tales.
because I
3, carry to 3, because it's hard to go.
all right, no.
No, keep going. Because I went to
Barber school.
And that's
crazy ass.
why you gotta say the F word?
No.
All right, we just need to get the last one. Okay.
Okay,
All right,
sorry.
so I'm about to read y'all to run a show real quick since I didn't get to do it ahead of time.
I won't laugh if we don't say nothing that's funny.
So we're going to start with, I want to talk about parenting style, and if we can get to it, dealing with the anxiety and like each of our different opinions or perspectives on that. And then I want to end the show with a game where basically you have to, one show has to go, and then so it's going to be 3 shows up against each other, 3 iconic shows. One show has to go, the other 2 have to be ranked. So what's the number 1, what's number 2? Yeah, so don't answer this yet, but for an example, it's Living Single, A Different World, and Golden Girls. 1 has to go, and 2 stay, but the 2 have to be ranked.
That's going to be our question.
That's one of them.
What are them? I'm sorry. What are them?
Living Single, A Different World, Golden Girls. If you've ever seen the shows, you just...
Yeah, no.
No. I gotta get that.
All right, so... Well, actually, let's start with asking how everybody's week went. It's Sunday. It's technically the start of the next week, but also the weekend. So, Dede, how did your week go?
My week went amazing. I was at school. I missed. Oh, okay. I missed a day of school, but other than that, it was great. This is my 2nd week of my new job, and I'm loving it so far. Yeah.
What do you do at your job? Tell the people who you are, because I mean this is the first of the show. Right?
Hi, I'm Dajhani. I'm Dareus' little sister.
Well, this is the White show, so like.
What?
This is our podcast together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, so
I wasn't here meant to
Be
be.
here for a lot. You be proud.
Okay, well, okay. Okay, I don't know, how am I supposed to introduce myself?
You just said
Say who you are, what you do, what you doing right now, what's going on?
Okay, well, I'm Dajhani Jones, or Dajhani White. I don't know. I don't know, this is weird.
You in school, what do you do, what is your job? You said you like your job. So,
help her.
so what is your job? What do you do at work?
Help her.
No, you're not used to talking on camera, dude. So what do you do at work? Like, what is your occupation?
Okay, so. Wait, let me start all over. Cut. Okay.
All right.
Stop laughing. I'm laughing if y'all laugh. Okay. My name is Dajhani White because this is the White TikTok.
It's a podcast. No, you go with the mic, but I got a mic. So, what is your occupation? What do you do at work? Like, what is your position?
I'm a CNA.
Okay. And you're going back to school and
Let me get it together.
That's why I tried to do the ice thing. That's the only one that laugh. Should I do it with color?
Okay, serious.
What are you in school for?
I'm in school for nursing.
So it's pre-nursing right now?
Pre-nursing, but I'm doing prereqs.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm 23.
I don't know how old you are. You 23?
I was about to say 21, but I'm not 21 no more. I'm 22. I'm getting old.
Well, what the hell? What are we? You know. What is mom? What am I?
Okay, listen. Y'all older. But yeah, I'm trying to get my associates at Metro, or I don't really know how to do it. I just know that I'm in school right now.
Anything else you want to share with the people about yourself?
Not really. I don't do much other than be at school or at work. And sometimes I party on the weekends. I just missed the party, unfortunately.
Okay, well, you completed it. After getting the giggles out, you just said you had to go first and bear the giggles. But, all right, your turn.
Well, you can hold the mic. I'm Shani White. I'm the reason this whole thing is.
Technically, yes.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
I'm the mom.
She birthed all of us.
I'm the mom. I'm Shani White. Currently, I work for a foster care agency where I'm their licensing specialist, which means I go in, I do home studies and make sure the homes meet regulation and that it's safe for the kids. And prior to that, I was a hairstylist for 25 years. I'm still a hairstylist. I'm retired right now.
Don't let them hear you say that.
Who?
That you still a hairstylist, they gonna be.
Well, I mean, like, you're right. I'm not working as a hairstylist, but like, it's something that is in me.
It's in you, not on you.
On me, cause you know, Sydney, it ain't nothing. And what else do we want to know?
Long-time hairstylist. You're our mother.
Yeah, I'm a mom.
You're a mom of how many kids?
I'm a mom of 3 biological children. Dom is not here because she just lives in her own world pretty much. She'll probably be around.
She'll definitely be around, and it was an opportunity to have some other type of fun today. So, you know, she's younger than all of us. So.
She's 16. I'm everybody's auntie. I'm 45 years old, and my 40s are like the bomb to me. I'm discovering who I am, and I'm loving it. Every bit of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, the truth, the wonderful, all of it. Okay, enough of me.
Yeah, well, I'm Dareus White, also known as Darius White Jones.
Okay.
It's the wine. I just smoked a little bit of it. I'm Dareus White Jones, but for the sake of the podcast and the title of the podcast, I'm Dareus White.
Title of the title?
Is that what I said?
No wine is
Okay.
the title of the podcast.
The title of the podcast. Y'all know the title of the podcast right now. We don't quite know it yet. We're trying to pick between a couple of them. We haven't quite decided, but we'll decide by the time this is uploaded. So y'all know it right now, but in this moment, we do not.
How do you know it?
I just want to say something.
It's gonna.
Oh, we speaking to the future.
Yeah.
I've never done this before.
Okay.
Speaking of never done this before, me neither, and looking at the camera is kind of weird. Like,
So don't
she
look
talking
at the
about,
camera.
I'm supposed to talk to y'all, and then y'all over here talking to the camera, and I'm like, there's nobody there.
I'm just used to it. Okay, yeah, I'm Dareus White.
What do you look like that for?
This is going horribly.
I'm about to feel
I'm sorry.
All right. What type of wine is this? Right.
Do something.
Is this marijuana infused?
Turn the arrow.
It might be loud on the mic.
Oh, never mind.
Open the window.
No, I'm
Too
gonna.
loud? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have the arrow. This is gonna have to just work.
Hold on, let me get comfortable.
I hope the air isn't buzzing too much, but if it is, I apologize. We just can't be hot. I'm pretty sure the audio's pretty fine though. I'm still recording. Y'all still recording? Yeah, I'm Dareus White.
Can I redo mine?
I'm the oldest biological child of my mom's. I'm 26. Dajhani's 22. Dom is 16. Ashton is 27, 28?
27. He'll be 28 in September.
Yeah.
He'll be 26.
And yeah, we also have a little sister, but
She just turned 1.
She just turned 1. I'm not her mom though, but I love her.
What do I do? Oh, right now I have a regular day job as a delivery driver, but my passion in my career is entertainment. Multiple different mediums, from photography to music to acting to graphic design. But my main bread and butter, the one thing I know I have to do before I leave this earth is be a music artist, be a recording artist, a successful performing touring recording artist. So that's my little synopsis. We're all God-fearing human beings that grew up Baptist pretty much, but we've come to have our own relationship with God.
I like God respecting.
God respecting, that's what I mean. I'm sorry.
I mean, I understand fearing, but I'm like
God loving.
God respecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he run this.
Our family is just, we have a lot of fun. We have a unique type of relationship that some people may find unorthodox a little bit.
I'm very unorthodox in my parenting.
And
I got some traditional parenting though.
Yeah. That leads us right into our topic. What would you call, if you could give your parenting style one title or phrase, what would you call it, and then describe it, and describe it and describe why?
My parenting style? If I could call it a name?
Yeah, if you could give it a title or a word or something.
I don't know that it's just one word. My parenting style, I can describe it.
Okay.
So my parenting style is, I believe that
y'all good with the air?
Yes.
Cool? Okay. I'm gonna turn it off for a second.
Children are people as well. Sometimes I think parents forget, older people forget that was my thing about, I remember being younger, being a child, and not being able to express myself and say what I felt because it was a sign of disrespect. So I knew as a parent, I'm going to let my children express themselves. At the end of the day.
At the very end of the day.
Like she's still mom. She's still head of the household.
But I'm not going to, I don't believe shut up, don't say nothing. Be seen and not heard. No, because they are people. So that's my parenting style. Allow to express themselves. We have open conversations. My children can pretty much say anything to me. This one says anything. I don't know why. She just does. But
I feel like we're all sort of wild cards in a way. And I think that we're all wild cards because my mom is a wild card.
Yeah.
And so we all have traits of hers. But I think out of all of her kids,
Dom.
No, you.
Me? Wait,
yes,
what?
You're the most of the wildest card. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think just because you see things differently, like you like certain things that we might feel like that's a bit cringy, or I wouldn't say that to them, or that's a little bit too blunt. Like you just be like, oh, what?
So she that's totally, but she does it in an even different way than I do. You be like, damn, Dave,
that's probably why. Yeah.
So, but I think that was a better question for y'all. To describe my parenting.
Oh yeah, we can describe it too. I was gonna have us describe it too. I think I did want to say something about, because you said I think you also aren't a no because I said no type of parent. Like you,
True that.
Like if it comes down to it and it's too much back talk, it's like no. I like all right, understand who's the authority figure type of situation. Then it's like shut up and that's it. But I think more times than not, it was like, no, we're not doing that, and here's why. Because you wanted it to make sense to our brain, so it just seemed like you were being mean.
Yeah. If I'm saying no, it's for your well-being, not because I'm mom and I can say no.
Right.
Okay.
And I think I noticed that was different from a lot of my friends and cousins and stuff, like their parents and how they would kind of tell them no, and that'd just be that.
With no questions asked.
Yeah, and I would feel, and so that, and I can remember them feeling like their parents are mean, or like their dad or mom was being mean to them, and I'm like noticing that, and then comparing it to how y'all raised us. I'm just I see the difference. I understand why it's different, or why y'all do things different.
So same question for you, Daddy. How would you describe my parenting style?
Well,
kind of in comparison to, I guess, the general population, what society would say you're supposed to do, specifically black society, in America at least.
Do you need questions to trigger your answer?
Mom, can I think?
I'm sorry.
Dang.
You taking it.
My bad.
Yeah.
Here, give me your words.
But I think mom is like you said, very much freestyle parenting. You're kind of strict on certain things. I remember growing up, I couldn't go to my friend's house unless you knew everything about everything.
About everything.
Definitely can't
I
spend
don't
it
know
out
who
with
live in that
anybody
house
else.
that might be smoking crack.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's still you still let us have the floor to speak on
Just
how
share
we
our
feel
feelings,
about
yeah.
and share our feelings, and you made sure that we were heard. So yeah.
Also, you definitely didn't let us we couldn't go swimming ever if my dad or my mom was not present, we wasn't going swimming.
Because ain't nobody gonna die for y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
I know for sure. I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna get my kids. I don't know that other people is gonna do that. And
They probably just gonna watch and
or they're
try to
gonna
see
oh. I'm gonna have to know under the wine you caught up with me. No, see, what I'm gonna have to know and understand is why they kids came back from the pool and mine didn't.
Right, now everybody's drowned.
So why you didn't drown the rest of them? No, I'm just I forgot.
And I feel like parties, I was never allowed to go to parties. You were never allowed to go to parties.
Mm-hmm.
You even got dragged out of a party, right?
So you gonna tell me? That was a catch-22 though, because y'all grandma told him
Yeah,
that he could go.
she told me that they said I could go. And I'm like, that's crazy because she just told me no before y'all got off the phone. But I mean, if she told you, yeah, you told me, well, then, okay.
Yeah.
But it was just
Oh, so you gonna listen? Getty said I could go. Okay.
But she said that because me and you had already talked about it earlier. And you said no, but then you had got on the phone with her, and once she hung up with you, she was saying that you told me I could go. So I'm like,
That's you should have called me back. No.
No, he wanted to go.
I was like, well, that's the yes I needed. So,
I got the yes I needed.
right.
But yeah, you're right.
No, never mind.
No, that was really it. I don't know, just really freehand a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah, I think if I could
snatch
step
it.
in and
It's-
say something.
No, go ahead. You know we got to give her time.
Oh, I know. I thought you were done.
No, my thoughts is everywhere, but it's you can only go so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think I was strict with some love.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely kept my foot down, my hand down. Because I want y'all to live and enjoy, but if it meant y'all safety and it just didn't feel right to me, or if y'all was on some BS, I'm putting my foot down. So.
And I was never one to sneak out, and I learned growing up, a lot of people snuck out.
Yeah.
I ran away, but I didn't sneak out.
But you didn't sneak though. You was I'm alone. He's like, I'm out.
I mean, that's kind of dope. I'm gonna just leave.
I love the confidence. The survivor skills.
No, that is. No, but you joking, but I do love y'all confidence and strength and courage.
Yeah, we got it from
in
you.
the craziest ways. I'm gonna walk out here all night by myself.
Well, yeah, I think that your parenting style, and I'm kind of including you and my dad's parenting style when I speak on certain aspects of it, but I wouldn't say strict. Now that I'm an adult and I see certain things, it wasn't strict in the sense of I felt like my parents bullied me. It was strict in the sense of y'all were very, not headstrong, but very gung ho about no, my kids are not going to be mess ups. My kids are going to be successful. They're going to be good. You might think that the best thing right now is to go to this party, but I'm sad to tell you, you're not going. But you're going to be thankful later. You know
a
what I'm
lot
saying?
of the reason why we don't mesh well
Exactly.
with the people around us.
Because we were. I think we grew up. Most of our friends and cousins and siblings were allowed to do certain things, and I mean, for the most part, they cousins and stuff have turned out fine. But I think that y'all took an extra step in some ways compared to some of our peers, to where we weren't in certain spaces that kids probably shouldn't have been in, but they were anyway. We were one of a few or a handful of a few that were like us, who really, we knew everybody, but we wasn't we wasn't in it. We knew the popular crowd, and the popular crowd knew us, and some people might have considered us a part of the popular crowd, but we really wasn't. Popular crowd adjacent, or we was always kind of adjacent to
it's
everything.
just always outside of everything.
Yeah, but also there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't I never felt bad about it as a kid.
He's the
I
parentheses. Here's the parentheses, and
Right.
here we are.
Exactly.
Just
I don't, and I never felt bad about it as a kid. I kind of always knew. I was always in an understanding of the fact that why y'all made certain decisions. Like I never was like, oh, they just being mean, or they just in a mood right now. Like I kind of always knew. I could always put two and two together and understand what was going on.
You mentioned the word bully. I think Day probably felt a little bullied by me, or a lot bullied, because my thing with my daughter was,
and I was the first girl, so
yeah, and so my thought was, oh, Day gonna be better than me. She ain't gonna do none of the BS I did, because I'm gonna be on her. Because like my mom loved the hell out of me and was a great mom, but she was really lax with me.
You think that's because of her kind, like her soul was just so
her
kind?
soul, her spirit, and I think she never said it, but I think like she felt she had to kind of overcompensate because of me and my situation. And my thought was, Daddy ain't doing none of the stuff I did because I was a mess. And so I think it turned more into bullying, because I'm being so mean, I'm being so strict and on her because I don't want her to mess up. But it's like, that's
like,
mom.
Like you, mommy, why I feel like hard?
Yeah. So.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I understood it though. Like I understood that you just didn't want me to mess up. But I'm like, dang, I'm not out here doing drugs. I'm not out here doing this, that, and the third. Like, can I have a little bit of fun? You know, but I feel like it turned into different things that it shouldn't have. You know, having that much strictness.
Yeah.
Look, like y'all know how in I don't know where y'all from or in y'all cities if like teenagers and middle schoolers and stuff did this, but here they call it, well, it was called juking for a long time, then it switched to breaking. This is when boys and girls dance in a party and like you get pretty much a lap dance or whatever. And like that was like how many dances could you get, how many times could you break at a party? Like that was the thing.
Oh yeah.
And one of the few parties my dad let me go to, the only reason he let me go because he was there. He was there the whole time. And me and my cousins was trying to like compete to see who would get the most dances. And I'm trying to hide from my dad the whole time. like every time. And I'm just like, and then like one time my dad was walking up and my cousin tapped me and I like that's how strict they were.
No, yeah.
Like that's how strict my parents were.
Yeah. I remember I only got one, like I've only been able to do that one time, like go to a breaking party. One time. Only ever got one dance. Ever.
Yeah. As an adult though.
Was that at your, that's because that was at
That was at Auntie.
Uncle house.
That was the only reason.
That was at family's house.
Right. And as an adult looking at like thinking back, it's like, what was the point? Like what were we doing? Like
Literally, we were gyrating.
Gyrating. Like what? We were so like, it's crazy. What you like, how you feel about certain stuff.
Yeah, and then I just recently went to a party and I seen like, why are y'all still doing that? That's so disgusting. Like break dance, do something else.
Right, pop, lock, and drop it. Lean with it, rock with it.
Maybe even do a TikTok dance. I don't know.
I don't know, TikTok.
Y'all literally having sex in the middle of the party. What? But no, like they literally be.
Go ahead.
They literally, like, the last party, they was literally in the middle of the floor, just like, everybody watching this one person, one or two people, literally. And I'm like, why are y'all?
I mean, if you're an adult and it's like, I don't know, maybe like, because I know it's big in Caribbean culture, especially Jamaican.
If y'all have some style to it, but y'all literally just.
Right.
Yeah, there's no rhythm and dance to it. It's just like y'all are literally having sex with clothes on in the middle of the floor.
Literally. But once you got that drink in you, it's a different
yeah, some
story.
stuff you just don't see the same. I was going to say something else about your parenting style. I think that she mentioned the term freestyle. I don't know if it's so much freestyle as it is.
No, but like when we would talk about it before, it'd be like.
Oh yeah, but like kind of to add to that, I should say, it was you provided an open floor, which I don't see often.
Yeah.
A lot of times, parents only show up to their kids with a belt.
Yeah.
And
don't believe in depression
right.
and all that other stuff. But mom, she really keep her, you know.
It's like I feed you and I clothe you. I can beat on you whenever I want to.
Right.
I can discipline you.
You owe me your life.
Right. You owe me your life. Whereas like
I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
So.
It's like if anything, and this is my perspective. I don't know how an actual parent would feel, but it's like my response to that would be like, if I owe you my life, no, you owe me your life. You brought me here.
Right.
You
owe me
all
everything.
your devotion to raise me.
Right.
Like I didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear parents say that to their kids, it's like no, and I think that's also a little selfish when they
say that because you chose to bring me here.
You chose to bring me here.
So you brought me here to give you my life, like for me to give you my life.
You brought me here to be mean to me, to beat me, to like to be a bad parent. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole other topic. You gonna have to write that down so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely write that down. But I think that overall, I appreciate y'all's parenting style, especially when I got to college and I realized like some people just don't have the same mindset due to that. Due to the way that y'all provided an open floor, y'all support. I think that's a big thing. Y'all support anything we want to do as long as it don't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all support, even if it ain't a career that typically makes a whole lot of money or typically is successful with, you know, people from around our city or anything. Y'all are 10 toes down behind us. And I like, that's one thing I've always appreciated. As long as you are. Yeah, as long as you're confident and you really want it, our parents, like y'all were definitely like on it.
Because you gotta want it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like when it, like from Dajhani's gymnastics to track, we all was in track and Dominique basketball. Like y'all have always poured everything into whatever we wanted to do.
True that.
Not me. Y'all took me out of gymnastics a couple times. No, I'm just kidding.
I think that was probably the biggest. I think Dajhani's gymnastics was probably like the biggest one. Like out of me, Dom, and Day, and Ashley, and like everybody. I think hers took the most out of y'all. Her gymnastics.
Yeah. Why?
Because you go.
Oh, just from my perspective, it seemed more expensive.
It was.
It took up more time during the week.
Yeah.
I mean, and she's flipping and twisting and throwing herself in the air. Like, I don't know how that might feel as a parent.
That was kind of dope, though.
Yeah, like don't let my daughter fall off that damn balance beam.
Right.
Like, what did you think though? Like when I was actually doing it, like without effortless.
That it was like dope. I know each one of y'all gifts. Now, whether y'all chose to keep using them or pursuing them, but I think I felt like it was just obvious. It was found. It was, even if you're not meant to be like what do you call it? An Olympian. Even if you're not meant to be like a track star, Dominique, like she don't want to play ball no more. But I think it's definitely a foundation. So that was the thing about y'all talents or y'all gifts. It was obvious. Mm-hmm. Like, so when I saw Dareus run, like when he hit that curve, I'm like, this dude ain't never ran in his life, but he hit the curve like boom, like leaned into it. When I saw you doing gymnastics, like when you would come, Mom, watch this, and I watch a video, I'm like, no, she really taught herself to do this. Like, that is raw talent. So it was just like, it almost seemed normal.
Yeah, I think
it seemed normal. Like, I didn't know Dom could play basketball, but it came so easy to y'all. It was so normal. You saw somebody flipping, he was like, oh, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. and I think because from get-go, y'all have always kind of we came into a world of like an open floor.
Yeah.
And support.
Y'all was like, the sky is the limit.
Yeah, so it was always like, we never really doubted whatever we wanted to do. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. And that's my thing though. Like, even when y'all did something, what do you want to do? Okay.
And you would literally be like,
do it.
Yeah, you would be like, sit there, think about it, do it.
Do it. And then y'all would do it. Mm-hmm. Is this what you want to do? Okay, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ended up buying that iMac that one time when we really wanted the touchscreen computer so bad, but when we got there, my dad seen the iMac, was like, no, y'all need this because y'all can make music on it. And at the time, I'm like, but I want the
guitar, what's it called?
GarageBand. And I'm like, no, I want the touchscreen because it's cooler. But shortly after, and especially now that I'm an adult, in hindsight, I'm like I really appreciate that a lot, that my dad was thinking like, no, you want to make music, you're getting this computer. Like, you may not want it because it may not seem as cool as a touchscreen, because back then, touchscreens wasn't as popular. He was like, no, but you're going to make music. And he built a studio in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like y'all have always been like 100% there with the support and everything, because y'all was like, oh, we doing it. Like,
because why not?
Yeah.
I always, and I still feel like somebody, my children, like, are going to break or open up the places that we've never touched or been. Mm-hmm. That's what I always wanted. Like, do something different. I've always wanted to touch the things that seem untouchable.
Yeah.
Like, the things that we watch on TV and seem like we can't touch it. Because I realized they people, they had